Has there been? Can you elaborate on the conversations with you and Al Haymon as it relates to Spence and Wilder?
I've had no conversations. Oh no, that's not true. I had a conversation back about before the pandemic, and Al was very interested in making that fight. I have not had a conversation with Al about that fight since then.
I thought you spoke
If
to Al.
if Spence wants to do that fight, I'm sure that Al would sit down with us and we would work out the details.
So when you said you spoke to Al, you was making reference to the conversation you had last year?
Before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic. When is Terence Crawford fighting again?
Well, again, if things proceed as they look like they might, it would be sometime after Ramadan that they would do their fight.
Got that. O'Shaquie Foster is in the chat. He said he would love to fight any one of your 130s.
Who?
O'Shaquie Foster. Have you heard of him?
No.
He's a pretty good.
I'm not playing games. I never heard of him. He could be a great fight. I don't know who he is.
Have you heard anything about PBC and Fox relationship? Ring Magazine did an article about 2 weeks ago. Have you heard anything about?
Well, I've read the Ring Magazine article. But other than that, I would, we have no contact with anybody at Fox. I know we worked. ESPN worked with Fox on the second fight with Fury and Wilder, and it was a very good relationship, very cooperative. The two companies worked seamlessly in promoting the fight, but I have no contact with anybody at Fox.
Yeah, I thought y'all did. I thought both companies did a good job yesterday. I was finally, Bob, this was the first time in a long time where I was actually excited about like watching boxing. Yeah, I was real excited about your card. I was really excited about PBC's card, and I enjoyed. I enjoyed it outside of the Adrian Broner decision. I thought I had a good night. I had a good night enjoying boxing last night, Bob.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Yeah,
that's the way it should be. I mean, Showtime spent a lot of money on their card, and they do a good job presenting these fights. So it's great for boxing that we had two cards, and now with everybody's ability to tape and the replay, people could watch both cards.
Right. What's your take on Canelo fighting next Saturday? Is that a bad fight?
Yeah, well, it's not a great fight, but apparently there was a mandatory, and Canelo never leaves the gym, so he's prepared to do that fight, and then look to do a much bigger fight with Saunders on Cinco de Mayo weekend. So again, it is what it is. Canelo fights anybody, people are interested.
How was he able to get so many dates and other fighters can't even get one date a year?
Because he's a draw, and so therefore, if Canelo was willing to fight 6 times a year, I assume the Zone or if another entity would be happy to do a Canelo fight. I mean, I remember when we were promoting years back, Oscar, when Oscar became champion, we did 1 year, we did 5 big fights for him. Guys who are fan friendly and have big followings and are willing to work with a promoter, on upsides and so forth. They can fight as frequently as they want to fight.
Got that. DB. DB.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. I was on mute. Hey, Bob, my brother A1 says, will Fury AJ be pay-per-view in the USA?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It would because of it would be designed for late prime time in the UK, where because they're two Brits, it would do tremendous pay-per-view business in the UK, over 2 million pay-per-views probably. It would be an early evening, late afternoon Saturday when the fight would be on in the United States, but it would still do pretty good numbers in the United States. But the U.S. for that fight would definitely be a secondary market.